as we're here, we're going to take just these couple of easy deep breaths, connecting with our intention. Today is a holiday. Today is our summer solstice. So with the summer solstice, the most light of the entire year. It's the longest day. From here on out, it's going to continue to get darker and darker and darker each and every day until we get all the way down back to the winter solstice. So oftentimes when we're heading toward this season of darkness, oftentimes we tend to associate darkness with the word bad, but it's kind of like yin and yang, where it's not like necessarily good or bad. It's just high energy versus low energy, light versus darkness, heat versus cold. It's more of that type of simile. So as we're heading toward the season of darkness, let's think of maybe high activity versus low activity, meaning maybe up to this point we've tried to build up more and more momentum with our goals and with what we're doing. And maybe we're using this summer solstice kind of a changing point or a reconnecting point for our goals and dreams and hopes through the rest of the year. So perhaps we're working on some of these more dark goals or internal focused goals. Things like self-care, things like working on listening instead of talking all the time, maybe working on connecting and working on inspiring things that kind of lift us up all the time instead of outward goals that people can necessarily see. So just kind of connect inward to see what focus you'd like to reestablish for yourself for the second half of the year. And as you continue to head to class, and nice deep internal stretches and some types of circular movement that kind of represent the earth moving around the sun. So those types of things that we're working on today, great symmetry. Let's begin with our nice initial stretches. How our body is communicating with us. So arms get to go to the back. Let's let the shoulders go left. And shoulders right. A couple of easy cycles like that, back and forth. Okay, start to take your right knee into the chest. Let's tune into that hip flexor, or maybe focus on some foot circles. And that feels pretty good. Let's start to extend leg up to sky, tune into how this feels. Get a couple of good breaths. Hello, body. Got the tight hamstrings we're working on for sure. Yeah. Take another big inhale. Exhale from the heel on that back left side. Slide the shin in. Give it a couple of good breaths. Another beautiful inhale. Exhale, free out this leg. Maybe a last tug up to sky. And then drop it all the way down. So you're ready, left knee in, good hug. Maybe some circles of the foot. Leg up to sky when you're ready. Look the heel. Let's check in on that left hip. Another take a breath in, out. Bring out the leg, maybe stretch it up to the side, and drop it down. Good. One more little side wiggle. Stretch the arms to the back, let those shoulders from left to right. Just noticing how the spine and all these back muscles are a little different now. Let's take a nice back bend. You get to choose how deep to take this. Sitting up a little bit, start to take some of the fabric down, maybe to shoulders, maybe to waist or hips. Heading backwards, you choose. Maybe you also want the feet to dangle off the front. These back muscles and the shoulder muscles a chance to open. If at any point you want to transition this to diaphragm wrap the legs around, continue to hang. That's all up to you. Stay or transition as it feels helpful. Even taking little breaks for a moment if you wish. So this time here to forward fold, helping to balance the spine. These 50 breaths for the body. Sitting up, let's take a spinal twist to the back door side. The arms to the back wall open, the wrists close around my head. Second side. keep the hands bunched up to this side that we're facing. Lock the arms straight. Swing that leg up and over or straddle the fabric. So from here, a little hip and hamstring opener. So bunching the fabric back up. Let's take our right ankle, shin area onto the fabric. The knees open up to the side. If you want to make it less intense, straighten the arms out, making it deeper. Hug around the shin. Like it. Hello. Start to take this right arch of foot onto the fabric. Sit there, slide the foot up. Obviously, a little bit of bend is fine if you need to. Locking the arm straight makes it less intense. Starting to back the hand away makes it deeper. Good. Drop the right leg down. Left ankle, shin area up. Maybe the hug in, maybe the pushing out. To the foot onto that gathered fabric, straighten the leg up. Another good breath in. Out. As you drop the leg down, keep the straddle. Both heels come in. Legs are entirely encompassed by fabric. And let's touch the bottoms of feet together for just a nice, peaceful meditation spot. Rest the forehead forward or backward. Just feel your body go through a couple of really good deep breaths. Another chance to connect with that kind of internal based focus or intention. Imagine your inhales are like light and the exhales are like darkness. So as we're heading toward the period of darkness, let's allow the exhale to be slightly longer than the inhale. We'll take 3 or 4 good deep breath cycles like that. Whenever your next exhale finishes, let the legs stretch right back out wide. The arms help it out for that deep straddle. And the right hand on the right leg, left hand up and over. And raising up, switching sides. And rising up. We'll take a pigeon pose all the way to the mirror side. So your left knee bends in, swiveling that foot in. Grab onto the two ends of the fabric. You can kind of trace from the toes on up. Once you've got a good grip, this right leg makes the swivel all the way around its socket and flip behind you and pigeon pose. So perhaps free out the right shoulder and slide down. Beautiful. And rock onto that left hip, swip the legs back open, wide straddle. Second side, left foot, or sorry, I guess the right foot swivels in, grab the two ends of the fabric above that side, and the left hip makes the swivel all the way around into pigeon. Good, leaning forward. More good inhale. Exhale, swivel back open. Let's take both feet off each end. And we're going to take both legs up to the space in front of us. So flat hand pushes into the fabric in front of the face. And opposite foot the first. Once you've got one foot up, the second foot just needs to flip up first. Try to let some length happen. Legs trying to work their way straighter and straighter. Scan through the hips and the back and the hamstrings. If there's anything that feels to be resisting this, try to let those muscle groups relax. Nice inhale. Exhale. Both feet free off to the front side. As you shift your hips back forward, put yourself right back into vampire. Shifting the fabric toward the feet. Get that later just enough to cover the shoulders. Grip of the hands left and right. Eventually coming up right in your way. I'll give you some time just to be here. So give yourself all the recovery time you need. Just give you the chance to relax. Sitting up when your body knows it's time. The head goes forward for a moment, just let the right ear drop over to the right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. Release down. Easy rise up. Let's grab onto the fabric, lift our hips up and out. So from here, as you start to lean forward, you're going to have your hands, as you lean, your hands are just going to mimic what your torso is doing. So they lean forward, and you're in a forward fold, each hand grabs onto the back. Good. So once you've got that grip, lower down to each knee. If this is enough of a shoulder stretch, just stay here. Hips over the knee, like this is the easiest version. If you want to go a little bit deeper with your shoulders, hips start to go forward. You can slip some of the fabric down your pants if that makes the grip easier. But basically, you're letting your shoulders be in enough of a stretch that feels good, but nothing too much. Start to sit the hips back toward the heels, child pose, drop the hands down. And rolling the spine up. Grip onto the fabric about as wide as shoulders. Back up to that high kneeling posture. Leave the hips over the knees. The torso goes forward. Nice, easy, puffy pose. If the elbows stay straight, it makes it a bit deeper through shoulders. Bend elbows makes it a little bit easier. With the belly trying to drop down. With that back space. Back to heels. Drop the hands down, child pose again. Rolling the spine back up. Same purpose before, about as wide as shoulders. Back up to high kneeling. From here, step your right foot up to the top. Once it's there, tuck the back toes, lifting up the back knee for a deep lunge. Calf stretch first, the back heel tries to drop backwards. If the heel actually touches the ground, maybe widen your stance so the heel can't quite touch the back heel. Good. Now focus on getting the stretch down to the front of the left hip, so torso rising up. Maybe even arching slightly back will get you there. Good. Now straighten the front leg, the actual can go down, and just let your arms travel forward into the nice pyramid pose. Torso up, front knee bends. As we shift our weight onto the front leg, float the left knee up, touch the toes back. So repeat that, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch the legs. You can go through kneeling, or you can go just through standing. If you're going through standing, make sure it's a super wide stance, like you would have thought it would be. So first, the back heel pushes back, going into the calf stretch. And shift it into the psoas stretch, the torso rising up, maybe leaning back a little bit. And then back heel down, front leg straight, lean forward. Okay, torso up. Shift your weight onto the front foot, fold the back knee, and touch back. Let's repeat. 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come up to stand, both feet underneath us. Let's grab this back into the fabric, wave it out. That'll let us put our right leg inside and completely cover the hole. Make sure you're not standing too far back. Leg just kind of floats right underneath the plumb line. So let's try our hand out. It will hands diving into the center. Elbows bent, pushing out. That will lift up the leg to the heart. Take deep breaths. Rising torso up. See if your right hand circle to the back wall. Final fix. Return. Let's take that right leg into a bent shape. So swivel the foot in, continue to dive the shoulders off the front end. Slide the toes back. Follow it with that toe stretch, rock forward on the toes. Follow the foot stretching. Quad stretch, left hand grabs left knee. Need more, pull the knee back. Hit with a lotus, foot in front. Swing the ankle to stack or the heel. Just another easy meditative spot. Connect back to whatever our hope is, putting into this moment of darkness. This internal reflection happening here. What is our focus? What can we do to help ourselves out most so that we can show up fully present for others? Leg lands down. Let's continue to lean forward. Pigeon. You need more depth. Start to slip the fabric off the thigh down to the knee. Drop the hips back down. the left foot underneath our body. Roll the shoulders up, safely grab onto each side. This front leg straightens out in front of us. And then we're going to pivot our toes to the left long edge of the mat, heading into that wide stance. So I tend to like my right hand grip up super high on that left strap, the left hand at the heart, then bend at the waist. Maybe keep the grip with both hands, maybe left hand drops to the floor. Sinking a lot of weight forward, that's all up to you. Good. Weight over the standing leg, both hands on. Bend the knees like a spring, rise up. Once we're facing back forward, let's slip the fabric down to the ankle. So from here, if you can stand without needing to hold on, let the hands be free up to each side. And then this leg is going to swing up wide and back in front. Just kind of easing through left and right areas of that hip, the leg. Take another 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Gripping one hand left, one hand right, nice and high. See if you can sink a little bit deeper towards the splits. Forward is also absolutely fine. Okay. So rising up. If you've got the fabric all the way to the ankle, you're welcome to do a full swinging switch. If you've got this, it kind of just gathered up and spread like this, you can also do a swinging switch. You'll just have to kind of be careful with the pocket. Stepping in, stepping out, and then spreading fabric up. So ultimately ending with the fabric covering left. Once you're there, dive your elbows forward, pushing out with those elbows to lift the leg up towards us. Rising up, keep the right arm inside, left arm reaches up to circle back. And return forward, swivel the knee out to the side. Continue to dive the shoulders all the way to the front end. The toes on the ground, slide as far back as you can reach, and then rock forward, follow the foot stretching. Quad stretch. Right hand to the ankle. Maybe pull the knee back, knee forward. Right, the front lotus. Moment of peace and silence, just to connect back once again to this internal reflection, this goal, this purpose for the second half of the year. So foot drops down, slide it as far back as it can reach. This is meant to be another pigeon, so if you don't really feel it, slide fabric down toward knee. Off your right foot underneath your body. Squeeze the spine up. Straighten the leg forward. Gripping onto the right side. The right hand at the heart, left hand high. Bend forward at the waist. Maybe right hand down, maybe lean forward in, maybe not. Weight over standing leg, both hands up, bend the knees, raise up. Gripping forward. You can slip the fabric closer to the ankle. You can balance without holding on. Let's start to let that leg swing open and return forward. Good. Take another 3, 2, 1. And grip high on each side, splits forward, and less prefer just to slide the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Weight back. Breathe the foot out. Turn around. Set up. Straddle back. At the sacrum hips area. Try to use the core. Good. Okay. You want to do vampire or the diaphragm side? That's fine too. Got it. We'll get that. I've been on a week or so. We'll do that. It's all good. This is perfect. Right underneath you. Hello. Very much. We're very intrepid. However, this is not a safe place for you. You're free to take a bit longer if you need. Pop up and out when you feel like you're doing good with coach. Okay, so go ahead and lay back. We'll use the last couple of minutes just to do nice little shoulder stretches to kind of help us wrap up. So let's take the right arm to cross and then the left arm. Let's just stand. It does lean forward enough that the arms start to spread to left. Good. Inhale to circle the arms open. Slow down. Inhale back up. Left arm crosses first and then right. Back up to stand. Let them spread it. Inhale to circle open. As we walk our feet up under palm line, clasp the hands to your back. Just start to let the arms fold back as far away from you. Chin could stay to chest or head could rock back. It's whatever feels more comfortable. And release. Walk the feet backwards. Let's come up to stand. So hands are grabbing the fabric just a little bit wider than shoulders behind us. We're standing upright and then start to just introduce a little bit of weight backwards. You'll find that point where the shoulders are not happy to go any further. So go up to that really good edge and just breathe. Feel the heart lifting up. Easing our way up. Lift the fabric up in front of us. Regrip on about as wide as shoulders, maybe slightly wider. And then lift the fabric up overhead, letting it pull backwards just to that point where you're starting to get that shoulder stretch. Try to keep the rib cage kind of glued in, zipped up tight through the core. So it's just the shoulders, not the whole core. Dropping back forward. Allow yourself to bend at the waist. Release the upper leg. And the knees to roll up. This time as we circle the hands up, slide some fabric through your hands so that you can let the fabric travel all the way back behind, and then release. The fabric's behind us. Take it up to the shoulder blades. Walk back to take slack out. Walk your feet back forward, releasing the core right down to the center. Give it a couple of good breaths. You could just hang your spine dropping heavy. You could let the knees do frog circles. You could twist your knees to one side and then the other. You could do figure four, one ankle up and then the other. It's all up to you. Give yourself a couple of good breaths here. Your shoulders feel ready for you to freak out. Just walk backwards. Reverse yourself, walking from the other end. Turn around, face it, wave the fabric out. Let's do one last little dragon lunge. Elbows inside. But either kind of walk forward as far as you can and then just arch your whole body into it, or you could take a lunge off. One foot slightly forward, one foot. Pay attention to which foot you're going first. So when you do the second side, you can balance. Another good inhale. Exhale, maybe walk back a bit, slide the elbows in, do a hand roll to each side. Back circles. And second side, or just go right back into it one more time. You can from here when you're ready to go inside. Thumbs. Grab about half the fabric. Head on inside here. Yeah. In and out. Relax. So for a little bit of time, right? Let's begin to take inhales. Exhales. Use little movements that toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretching out as we're waking up. First thing in the morning. Get a couple wiggles left and right. Get those fetal positions each side. Body continue to stretch like that. You're ready. And the hands together in front of the heart. Not only in celebration of this summer solstice, but also an acknowledgement of this next half of the year to come, increasing darkness every day. Using that darkness as our inspiration, we choose that internal reflective goal. That thing, that seed, that hope, that dream that will lead us on to greater self-care, greater healing, greater listening, greater connection. So with this to lead us on, let's rock the tongue and try together. The sound of Om. Deep inhale.